Tiger Woods made a huge comeback last week at the Masters. We're gonna break down how Tiger was able to come back from this to this. What is up, everyone? I'm Antonio. Here we take the goals you have outside of work and help you achieve them by turning your wants into needs. Now, one core thing that I believe in this channel is that no matter what your situation is, you can improve it by doing something about it. Life is not this thing that's out of your control, no matter how long it takes. And Tiger Woods is a testament to just that. Joe Rogan said it best. Now let's look at Tiger's story to see how he was able to make that comeback.
What did I say? I love a success story, but even more than that, I love a guy fucks his life up and then gets it back together again story.
It's the greatest.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Tiger was a pro golfer that was once considered one of the best golfers in the game. I'm sorry. I can't let that one go. If you know anything about sports, then you know who Tiger Woods is, okay? Just turn on a TV or something. He grew up in a middle-class American family, like a lot of people did. He loved video games and eating junk food, and now I'm starting to think that he's just like me when I was younger. Why am I not like Tiger Woods? Even though he liked those things, he loved golf the most. And he was very confident and sometimes called a cocky young boy. And since the age of 3, his parents, along with a lot of other people, noticed that he had some raw talent in golf. How did they know this? He beat Bob Hope, who was a comedian and an avid golfer, in a putting contest at the age of 3. At the age of 3. That's wild. When I was 3, I was probably just like swinging baseball bats for fun with my dad. Ever since then, his dad specifically, but his parents helped him cultivate his skill of golf, constantly helping him get better at his game. Fast forward a little bit, Tiger Woods is killing it at golf. His dad is like his coach and his best friend who's constantly helping him. So as you can see, starts to build this relationship with Tiger where he would never want to let him down. In 1997, at the age of 21, Tiger won his first Masters in his first major golf tournament. From then till about 2004 to 2006, Tiger was on the top of his game, starting to be thrown around with names like Babe Ruth and Michael Jordan. And after being on top at such a young age for such a long time, you're gonna think that it's gonna start getting to his head a little bit. So back in 2002, he injured his knee, and he announced that he would rest and then come back stronger, which he did in 2004. And around this time is when he got married, and he ended up winning another major in 2005. But this is where everything went to and how Tiger had his downfall. In 2006, his dad, which was his best friend, his coach, the person he spent all his time with, died. And obviously this hurt Tiger more than anyone else. Definitely affected him psychologically and made him start being in this negative state. It might have caused him to lose focus and drive like he once had to constantly improve his game. The person that was there his entire life to help him improve was no longer there. That wasn't the only thing that plagued Tiger, because if that was, you know, that would make for an okay story. But this story has too many negatives that Tiger has faced. The injuries that I mentioned that he had in 2002 just kept coming back. And now more injuries kept coming along with it. His back, his ACL, so many areas, his neck kept hurting him. Then, as I mentioned, he got married, but now multiple women were coming out and saying that he had affairs with him. I think the number was like 120 girls he had sex with. 120 girls. That's a lot. Well, that also revealed that he might have had a sex addiction, and he checked into a sex addiction clinic. But also he started taking pain medication for his injuries. And one day he was arrested for driving intoxicated behind the wheel while taking multiple pain medications. See, right before this, everyone saw Tiger as this motivational person that was able to come and create this success for him at such a young age and then give back to the community. But now he seems like a fraud. Someone who just has affairs, someone who's not trustworthy, someone who abuses drugs and abuses sex and is constantly injured and is no longer good at the thing that he came to be good at. Now on top of this, his wife then divorced him for all of the affair allegations. This affected his performance even worse. Never being physically healthy, or on top of that even worse, probably mentally healthy, he couldn't be the Tiger that he used to be. Like that Tiger that everyone expected no longer was there. These issues revealed some weaknesses in Tiger's character. First, it was his cockiness. When you're at the top of your field, it's hard to keep pushing. That's a simple fact. The phrase goes, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Why is that? Because when you're on top, it's harder to stay motivated. You've beaten everyone already. This is because you're too comfortable. This is just like the same problem that all of you young professionals have. Me just as well. Is that we're living comfortable lives. We have a paycheck that's covering our needs and our luxuries. You have a few things that you want and everything that you need is covered. So you don't really need to work that hard to keep improving. But there's a huge lesson to be learned here from Tiger. Because if it happened to Tiger, it can definitely happen to you. When you think you are at the top of your game, that's when you need to keep on persisting. That is when the things are most dangerous, when it's very easy for you to be caught blindsided. That's when complacency starts creeping in on you and it causes you to slide. This is when you have to keep pushing in order to prevent yourself from falling backwards. And instead, you need to keep moving forward. So maybe you just got a raise at your new job and you think that you can relax a little bit from the job now. You don't need to work as hard because you just got it done for race season and now you're good. You took that money, you spent it on a brand new, I don't know, 8K TV. Really, Antonio, an 8K TV? Who the hell comes up with that? Who even can use an 8K TV? This is when you should really take that money, save it for a rainy day, or invest it so it's making you money in the long term. And at the same time, at your job, you should keep up the work that you were doing previously instead of falling backwards. But instead, we get comfortable and we take that as a sign that we could finally relax, so we could finally not do as much as we used to do. And what happens there? It causes us to fail. So the second thing that you need to pay attention to, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that Tiger's poor physical health probably caused him to have poor mental health, which affected his mental state about his game, and then caused him to perform more poorly at home with his wife and family, and that caused him to be more negative. And then he decided to try to put band-aids on it by taking pain medications and by cheating on his wife. In the meantime, that just made the problem worse, as we can see. If you're trying to accomplish something new, your physical and mental health are going to be the most important things to you. Stop trying to cover things up with band-aids, fix the problem deep down, and work towards a better future. Now, how do you keep a positive mind even if your physical health might hurt right now is using affirmations, incantations, and visualizations. If you truly believe that you are feeling better all the time and you see yourself feeling better and you feel yourself getting better, then you will get better. The mind and body will work together to make you feel better. I've seen this in my life when people around me who are negative get sick all the time. And I rarely get sick because I'm always trying to stay positive. But if you want to know more about that, I have a video on that right here. So after the divorce, Tiger faced more injuries. He lost a bunch of sponsorships. But the key here is that he never fully gave up on golf. He would get surgery or get hurt and then have to take some time off and then come back. And then he would fail. He would come back and then he would fail again. He would come back and then he would fail again. And all while at the same time, everyone started losing belief in Tiger. He would make his way back onto the green. That's what they call it in golf, right? I really have no idea. I just know that they swing their bats all the time. To illustrate how many times Tiger had to go down and get back up, it took 11 years for him to win anything new again, 1. And 2, he got injured 23 times. Injured or left a tournament 23 times. 23 times. The numbers in this video are insane. First, 120 people he had sex with, 23 times that he got hurt. When he's 3 years old, he's doing this stuff. Tiger did some crazy each and every time Tiger would get back up, he would fail again. But the thing is that he got back up. If you are choosing to get back up every single time you take a hit, every single time you take a fall, you are going to eventually be able to win. No one can beat you if you are always willing to get back up. Now, this is all leading towards the Masters that happened last week. But during this time, like I said, everyone started losing their belief in Tiger. I mean everyone, like even his mom. And when your mom starts losing belief in you, it's probably time you should start giving up. Watch this clip real quick about how many people started hating on him.
Can Tiger Woods compete with the Justin Thomases, Jordan Spieths, Dustin Johnsons?
No, is the short answer.
I've been trying to get this question a lot. Do you think he'll return his previous form?
No. Do you think he stands a chance of being the Tiger Woods we once knew?
No.
The thing is that he kept going. The last surgery that he ended up getting, he actually healed properly from, and it removed a lot of his back pain that he was facing at the time. This is how he felt right before it.
They only know me as dad. They saw all the tough times, and so they didn't realize how much that golf meant to me and in my life and all the good times, because they always saw that.
Then he finally won. The interesting thing was that this time, he seemed a lot more humble than he normally was. The thing is that the expectations were removed from him after failing and falling down 11 years of his life of just negative, while he decided to stay positive and try to find a way through this. Everyone just didn't expect anything from Tiger anymore. They didn't expect him to do anything amazing. They expected him to suck. So it was like he had a brand new clean slate. He had fallen so far from where he was before that it was like he was starting from scratch, just now older and banged up. After having been knocked down, he became a more humble person and learned a lot from that. Now all you're gonna see in the headlines is, Tiger is the greatest golfer in the world.
Tiger's the best golfer ever.
Is he really back? Those same people that criticized him last week right before the tournament are now the same people that are giving him praise. And this is another thing that you're gonna realize about achieving your goals. No one, and I mean almost no one, maybe sometimes absolutely no one, will believe that you can do it until you prove them wrong. There's so many people in my life that don't believe that I can make this YouTube channel work and work for me as a business that can sustain me. But that doesn't stop me from producing the over 400 videos I've made on this channel. I'm going to find a way to make it work just like everyone else, just like Tiger Woods. It's in human nature for you to stay the same and to not transform yourself. But in order to get back to where he was, Tiger had to transform himself once again. And the same thing with me. In order for me to get to where I want to be, I'm going to have to transform in one way, shape, or another. So how do you make a comeback like Tiger so this way you can be undefeatable? First thing is you need to increase your belief in yourself by staying positive and blocking out the haters. Tiger could have decided to choose to listen to all the people that said he sucked, that he wasn't good at golf, that he will never be back to where he was, that he's a terrible person. He chose to keep working on that belief himself. Because if he looked around at all the negativity, he would have just ended up being negative himself. And maybe he was for a short period of time, but he was able to take this terrible situation, stay positive, and push through. That's absolutely crucial for you to make a comeback, because no one's gonna believe you when you're at the bottom. They're only gonna believe you when you're in the top. And when you're at the top, that's the easiest time to fall down, as we've seen. Second thing is realize that you're way back up. You're going to fail, and you need to accept that. And the only way that you can do better is by learning and playing the long game and focusing on the short improvement you have in front of you. And then the last thing you can do is to consistently take action every day of the week. I'm sure Tiger was trying to get back onto the field, working on seeing himself and his mind be better at golf, then playing golf, then doing stretches, then working out, getting back to the shape he needed to be, eating healthy, all things that were helping him move just a little bit closer. And it's not one big thing that Tiger did, it's a bunch of small things. It's the fact that he kept coming back, failing, learning from it, and then getting back on the field again. That's what made him successful. And that's how you can come back like Tiger Woods did. If you believe that you can take any situation and improve it by consistently taking action, then I suggest you subscribe to this channel, because I will be showing you stories from my life and others and how to do that exactly. Subscribe and turn notifications on so you can join me in helping you achieve your goals outside of work, so you can stop being frustrated and disappointed with yourself. Till then, have a great day, everyone.